Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of dear Swami. Dear Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. When Srivalli asked, we all were very energetic. Let me warn you, this is a little bit of a heavy stuff. I didn't expect it immediately after lunch, but it will test your resolve. How determined are you to be on the spiritual path? Speaking of Sai as the center of our lives, the Sai center, what a beautiful center you have. So beautiful, so wonderful. I climbed up the steps, came and there was that brown wall blocking me, and I came this side and my breath was taken off. It's so beautiful, so magnificent, and I feel this is a rare blessing that all of you have in this region. Not every place has its own Sai center. They rent premises and it's not so beautiful and wonderful. You can feel Swami's presence here, so congratulations to all of you for this. One day, Swami walked into a Trai session. A Trai session is a session that the students and staff and a few invited guests would have with Swami inside Trai Vrindavan, which is his own residence in Vrindavan. And the Trai session is eagerly looked forward to by everyone. So Swami walked in. And he appeared to be a little bit, let me say, depressed. Swami depressed, Swami really sad, pensive, thoughtful. And he came and asked, Swami is God, no? The divinity who said that self-confidence is the first step for self-realization is having doubts. So we all students together in one voice, in unison, we shouted out, yes Swami! Don't have any doubts. You are God. Little Swami seemed to get a little better. Yes. We helped boost him. We were there for him when he needed us the most. And then Swami said, whatever Swami says is the truth, that means. Correct? Because whatever God says is the truth. Yes, Swami! Again we all shouted. And now Swami cheered up. He was happy. He now had, I think, the reaffirmation that he is God and whatever he speaks is the truth. And Swami looked at all of us and said, you know, all of you are divine. He just sat. There was no, yes, Swami! You are God. Whatever you tell is truth. The moment Swami said, all of you are divine, Swami, tell us to do bhajan, tell us to do some nama sankirtan, we'll do all that. Don't tell all this, we are God. Looking back at that day, I just think how tough it must be for Swami, who has come to teach us our reality, to meet with resistance again and again and again and again and again. Anything you tell will accept, Swami, don't tell we are God. In fact, during the Golden Jubilee birthday celebrations, 1975, today is the Golden Jubilee for your Vancouver Sai Center. So in the year that this center was formed, Swami was delivering a discourse detailing the sole purpose of the Satya Sai International Organization. Only purpose. What is the purpose of Satya Sai organizations? Swami gave it in a beautiful manner. Swami said, see, somebody sitting in a car, you tell he is traveling fast. Somebody sitting in a bullock cart, you tell he is traveling slow. Somebody on the ground, you will tell he is not traveling, he is stationary. But do you know that the earth revolves at so many miles per second and so many whatever? So actually nobody is stationary, you are moving. Everybody knows it. And yet they will tell you are not moving. Why? Because what appears to be the truth and what is the truth are different. The truth is that we are all moving, but what appears to be the truth is that we are all stationary, we are all sitting here. And Swami speaks. And then again in the discourse, Swami says, what is this wall made of? If you ask anybody, they will tell it's a solid wall. But do you know that a wall is made up of atoms? And the atoms are made up of protons, neutrons, electrons. And then Swami expounds on the Bohr's model of the atom. Swami says, 99% of the atom is empty space. So if something is 99% empty space, will you call it empty space or you will call it something solid? It's empty space. The wall is 99% empty space. And yet, when somebody asks what is it, you will tell it's a solid wall. Why? Because what appears to be the truth and what is the truth are different. And then Swami says, you are all here from so many countries, from so many places, tall, short, fat, thin, whatever, all dimensions, all sizes, all nationalities, all of you are here. And Swami does not tell these in straight sequence. At different times in the discourse he is stating this. And he says, all of you are one. And we wonder how can we all be one? We are all different, right? Swami says, he follows it up. He says, you may wonder how is it possible? Because you are all from different countries, different, this is all different. Swami says, it is because what appears to be the truth and what is the truth are different. It appears like we are all different, we are separate, we are different. But the truth is that we are all one. And Swami then said, the sole goal of the Satyasai organization is for every member to realize this truth and share this truth. That's all. That is the only objective. Nothing else. Then why are you doing all this? Seva wing, spiritual wing, this wing, that wing, SSC, young adults. Why did we get into all of this mess? So much complication, this happened, that I don't want to be any office bearer, or I don't like this politics. Yeah, you think all office bearers like politics? No. They made a sacrifice by taking on the role. As I said, it's easy for an individual to control anger in the forest. I don't want to get into this samsara, I don't want to get married. Don't think by not getting married you won't get into samsara. Getting married and yet remaining detached, unaffected, that is how you get out of samsara. Controlling anger in the forest when there's nothing to irritate us, so easy. Showing control in the anger. That's why Swami would say, hands in society, head in the forest. You have to be in society. Your head has to be as if you are in the forest. So also we may think if this is the sole goal of Satsang organization, we should allot one cave in Himalayas to everybody and leave it, because we have to realize our oneness. Why all these wings, all these activities? Swami himself encouraged it. And on the 50th Golden Jubilee anniversary of the Vancouver Sai Center, what better theme to discuss than the relevance of the center, the importance of the center, the critical importance of the center, without which this goal of realizing oneself becomes very, very difficult, if not impossible. Now, Swami says it's very simple. You are divine. You have to see yourself as divine, that's all. So yeah, I go and stand in front of the mirror. I see myself as divine. Done. But when I stand in front of the mirror, if I am not able to see myself, it's because there are certain defects. And our scriptures have dilated on this. Swami has beautifully exemplified this. So suppose you stand in front of the mirror. Imagine the mirror is very dirty. Dirty. You just can't see yourself. So that is why you are not able to see yourself. Because the mirror is dirty. This, the scriptures called as mala. Mala means dirt. Because of mala, you are not able to see yourself. I am unable to see my reality because so much of dirt. And then Swami goes on to say, what is this mala? What is this dirt? This dirt is the summation of all the tendencies, habits and things that I have accumulated over many lifetimes. What they call as karma. If I go into karma, it becomes full detailed, but in brief, there are three types of karma That's why I said it's a little heavy, but it's very important, and once we know this, it becomes very wonderful intellectually at least. So that then we just have to imbibe it in our heart and practice it. So the karma, like people sometimes say, it's all my fate, what can I do? I'm helpless. It's all fate. Is it all fate or is it all action? The secret lies in the word karma. The Sanskrit word karma, on one hand, it means fate and destiny. Hayyo, my karma, people tell. It's my karma. Because it's my fate. But karma also means action. Do karma, karma yoga. So karma means action, karma means destiny also. So that's why in Sanskrit when people ask, what is my life decided by? They gave the answer as karma. Karma, which translation? Destiny or action? They didn't tell. And so we keep fighting. Hey, whole life is destiny. No, everything is self-effort. Destiny or self-effort? It's karma. For those, forgive me SSC kids, those in physics who have learnt a little bit of energy, I can try to explain this, You take a ball on top of a slope, it has a lot of potential energy. Zero kinetic energy because it's not moving. Just give it a push, set the ball rolling, and it starts rolling down the slope. As it's rolling down the slope, the potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. Full, more and more kinetic, less and less potential. And once it reaches the bottom of the slope, there is no potential energy anymore. It's all exhausted. But it is in full kinetic energy, because of which the ball will continue to run up the next slope and reach the top of the slope. Once it reaches the top of the slope, zero kinetic energy, no more movement. But again, full potential energy. Again, it starts rolling back down. So kinetic to potential, potential to kinetic. It keeps going. Now if somebody asks, what energy does the ball have? It has kinetic energy, potential energy. It depends on which part of the cycle, right? So too it is when we say karma, is karma destiny or karma effort? Depends which part of the cycle. They are interconvertible. Because what is your destiny? Other than a summation of all the actions you have done. So your destiny was built up by your actions only. But your actions are decided by what you have built up. Like the chicken and the egg. Which came first, we will never know. But what can we do next? So karma is of three kinds. One is sanchita karma, which is the cloud, the summary of everything I have done so far. From which I decide that in this birth as Aravind, I will work out this much. So from the cloud of 100, I pull out 20 to work out so that 80 only will be left. And I bring as my prarabdha karma, this life karma. And I come. And I work it out, finish it. And I go back. And now how much should be left? 80. 120 is there now. What happened? Brother, you didn't work it out properly. In the process of working out, because of the kama, krodha, lobha, all these things doing, you generated some more. So in trying to burn out 20, you generated 40, and that's what it is. The way we do, in order to clean the environment, we do something which messes up the environment even more. And I go to an ATM machine in India and 24/7 lights are on, air conditioning is running, and I withdraw cash and it tells me, do you want to slip really? Do you want to save a tree in the Amazon? I'm like, you're burning air, why don't you give me my slip, man? Small piece of paper. Or token service we do. We fight until don't use straws and burn over there. Anyway, that's a different matter, but I'm just saying, this is how it is. We come to work out prarabdha karma. From sanchita karma, we take out and come with prarabdha karma, but because improperly we are working it out, we generate agami karma, which goes up and merges into the sanchita cloud. And you go to 120. From 120 we take 20 and come and go back 140 and keep punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. That's it. Cycle of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. Swami would tell one story. He would say there was this prisoner who finished his term, jail term. And when he was leaving, they said, hey, your plate, glass, your clothes you take. And the thief says, no, don't worry, I'll go and today only I'll commit something, I'll be coming back here. And I'm back again in the jail only. You leave it here only, my stuff. Like that, Swami says, you are not ready to leave the prison only. You want to keep coming back again and again. So, that is mala, dirt on the glass. How do we get rid of the dirt? Clean it. How do we clean it? I'll tell you 1 minute. Before that, there is one more problem. Mirror is very clean. But imagine, the mirror is constantly vibrating. Like, you just know, how much ever clean the mirror is, your image is blurred because it's a shaky mirror. Blur, it's blurring of everything. Keep a vibrator, this massaging, you get that massager. Take that massager and keep it on the mirror, you'll see, you just can't see yourself only. I've tried it. The second defect of the mirror is a vibrating mirror. What is a vibrating mirror? The fickleness of the mind. One moment of faith, one moment of doubt. This is right, that is what, this is... It's so fickle. In fact, Arjuna tells Krishna, Chanchalam hi manak Krishna pramati balavad drudam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. So Krishna, controlling his mind is so tough. I can control horses, I can control the wind also if needed. Mind I can't control. There was a king who didn't have hair, who was bald. He went to a yogi and asked him, I want hair. The yogi said, here's the oil, apply it, you'll get hair. Okay. One thing, while applying oil, you shouldn't think of mango. Guess what? He never got hair. The minute he takes oil, mango. So tough to control the mind. What you're told not to think of, we'll think of. So tough it is. So this fickleness of the mind. That's why the mind is compared in our scriptures to a horse. Go and see a horse, observe it carefully. Not one moment it is steady. It will be shaking the skin here, something or other will be shaking only. Ear it will flip, tail it will move, then the skin it will move. Really I have gone and seen. In the whole 15 minutes that I observed, there was not 1 second when the horse was steady. Something or the other was moving. I have also experienced, especially when I try to meditate. I sit for meditation. Tip of my nose is itching now. Just quickly. And then I hear the dog is barking there. And then suddenly my thought, where did I keep my wallet? So tough to meditate. Because the mind is so fickle. So difficult for it to focus on one thing. That is the second problem with the mirror. That's called Vikshepa. Mala is dirt, Vikshepa is vibration. And then there's a third problem. Imagine there's one black cloth put on the mirror. However steady the mirror, however clean the mirror, I just can't see it. Just a cloth. The cloth is blocking. Thick cloth is there. And that is called avarna. What is this thick cloth? So I mean the thick cloth are the 6 vices, 6 enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Kama is desire, excessive desire. Krodha is anger. Lobha is greed. Moha is infatuation or lust. Mada is pride. And Matsarya is jealousy or envy. A cloth made of these 6 vices, which prevents us from seeing ourselves. So, the way to see ourselves is to get rid of Mala, Vikshepa and Avarna. What is the way to clean the mirror? To clean that, Swami says, I told you, right? Karma, whatever you do, it generates back. How much ever you work with it. Why? Because when I'm doing the action, I'm thinking I'm doing it, I'm this, I'm great. I am the one who is doing. And therefore, whatever results come from that accrues to me. Whether it is good or bad, I am building up. Swami would say good action is a gold chain, bad action is an iron chain. But both are chains. Both bind you to the world. You do a lot of good, you have to come back to enjoy the world. Do bad, you will come back to suffer in the world. But I don't want to come in the world. Then you should not build chains. How do I not build chains? By doing selflessly. Karma phala tyaga. That is seva. Seva is action done without any expectation of the result. Where you do for the sake of doing, for the joy of doing. When you go and serve somebody without any expectation, right? You are detaching yourself from the result of the action. I didn't expect anything. No problem, whatever comes. So that won't come to you anymore. It's no longer bound to you. Because you are feeling you are just an instrument of the Lord. Or you are feeling I am the Supreme Lord myself. Aham Brahmasmi or Dasoham. Soham or Dasoham. Either one of the roots. When you say Soham, I am the divine and I see divinity in everyone, I become so big that the chains just shatter away. Or when I say Dasoham, I am just a servant of the Lord, you become so small that the chains drop away. Soham and Dasoham, these are the only two ways. And for that, we work selflessly. We serve selflessly, without expectation. That's why I said, the goal of, tomorrow if I am serving some homeless person and that fellow abuses me, I am like, you ungrateful wretch, I have been serving you for 2 months and this is how you talk to me. Go to hell, from tomorrow I am not coming. Gone. All the karma comes back to you, good and bad. Because you are feeling you are doing it. You are doing it so that you are uplifting. Yeah, I am uplifting the homeless people. No. I am doing this to clean my mirror. So whether you are putting detergent or acid or whatever, he may shout at me, he may tell me lovingly, no. The appreciation also doesn't belong to me, your abuse also doesn't belong to me, it belongs to God. I am doing in God's name genuinely. Now we understand, right, why Seva? Why the sole goal of Satsang organization is to see that divinity in all, and that is why Seva. Because one of the ways you are not able to see your reality is because of Mala. The only way to clean Mala, the only way to wipe out karma without building more to the cloud, Sanchita, is by doing this selfless action. So do Seva. Swami would encourage it so much. Seva, very important. In fact, when Swami built the super speciality hospital in 1991, inaugurated it, all the state presidents in India were very happy. Hey, you know what? Hey, Swami has built hospital, send everybody. Any patient come on, go to super speciality hospital, reference. So a few months later, Swami called all the state presidents, district presidents inside and said, listen, anybody comes to you with sickness, you're simply sending them here, redirecting them here. Your waiting lines are building. Waiting list has become so big. There's a 2-month waiting list, 3-month waiting list for surgeries. And people are coming, they're not able to get treatment. So what are they doing? They'll come and sit in the mandir and hope that Swami will cure them. Oh, hospital we came for, hospital, too much waiting list. What to do? I am here for 3 days. I'll go to mandir and I'll ask Swami to cure them. So I have to now cure them. Not that I have a problem. But before you send the patients here, tell them to do some service. Tell them to do some bhajan. Swami would say. And then send them. So that when they seek me for cure, I can see this bank balance that they have. The Seva bank balance, bhajan does, and then I can help them. Look at that. Swami has recommended like this, and I have many stories, but I don't have the time because this time I have to give Q&A. But trust me, there are many stories. We're just doing Seva has helped a person, and Seva is for everyone. There was 100-year-old Gopal Rao sir. He was the former chairman of the Andhra Bank. When he came there, in fact, for his 100th birthday, Swami felicitated him. Swami was on a wheelchair, Gopal Rao sir was brought on a wheelchair, Swami said very nice, and it was beautiful. I think 2008 or something, Swami did that. But before that, maybe when he's 96-year-old, Swami came and asked him, Gopal Rao, what seva you are doing? He thought, Swami, don't be so cruel. He's 96 years. If he gets up and goes to bed, that's only great seva. Without asking somebody else to help him. But Swami had told him. And so he would go to the South Indian canteen and serve water. But age advanced, and then he won't be able to serve water also because the hand shakes, he spills more water than he. So then he told Swami, I tried Swami, now I can't do any seva. Swami said, why you can't do seva? You have to do seva. As long as you live, you have to do seva. Swami, I tried, when I serve water more than the glass, I pour it on the person. It's not seva, it's disservice, like I don't want. Swami, don't do that seva. Sit and every day chant Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Pray for the peace of the world. Oh. Even a 98-year-old man was not exempt from seva. You have to do seva. You have to do seva. And we think we have done great seva. We do once in a week seva, twice a week seva. Seva has to be part, and it's for our own uplift. Because I want to see the divinity, I want to remove the mala. And then vikshepa, the wavering mind, unable to focus on one thing, right? And Swami said that you can overcome through bhakti, devotion. Begins as emotion, no problem. But yeah, that conversing with God, talking to God, singing for God, listening about God, doing namasmarana, japa, Om Shri Sai Ram, Om Shri Sai Ram. I know some people, for them it has become such a thing that simply they'll be chanting. Om Shri Sai Ram. They talk, when they stop talking, go back to Om Shri Sai Ram. Amazing. And they're not doing it as a chore. Hey, I have to do it, I have to complete, I have to do 1008 times. Why do you want to count how many you are doing? Just do it now. We want to keep track. It's good in the beginning. I want to do 108, I want to offer 1008. God won't complain if you offer 1010. No problem. I offered 3 malas I have done for God, 4 malas. We just want bragging rights to post on social media. I went for a run, I did 42 kilometers. Just run, right? You keep running. Why do you want to count it? Because yeah, I'm running for health also, but I'm running for social media status. So I want to do Likita Japam, I want to count. But however you start okay, start to get bragging rights also, no problem. But soon you'll develop love, you'll develop intensity. That love comes. And when that love comes, you need not do bhajan only to express the love. It starts pervading everything. The focus becomes Swami automatically, irrespective of what you do. Whether driving a car, today morning we started car. Sudhakar uncle, oh, what is it? Ganana, Tva Ganapati Kum, oh, full. Okay, Pranadevi Saraswati, then one more one, then Sai Gayatri, then Purvasva Gayatri, then someone Rama Mantra which I didn't know. They went on. Oh, amazing. I thought, sure, I've come now, they have to impress me. Then uncle tells, no, this is our practice, we do every time when we start the car. Oh, long drive, no, short drive also. Amazing. Who would have thought driving car is a sadhana of devotion to God? It is. This is what happens when we start doing this devotional activity with love. That is what steadies the mind, because irrespective of what I am doing, my mind is on Swami. When I was in my second year postgraduate doing MSc Chemistry, Swami gave us the opportunity to put up many short plays in his presence. Not too much of dress, not too much of costume and sets. Basic, and a small space. Swami would be seated, there would be a gap like this after which everyone would be seated. In that gap, we would call it corridor programs or street plays. We would do. So one street play we had planned was about Raja Parikshit. Raja Parikshit story. You know, Raja Parikshit is the grandson of the Pandavas. So we have to be grateful to him, because of whom we have got the Bhagavatam or the stories of Lord Krishna. How did it come about? King Parikshit goes hunting in the forest, he's feeling thirsty, he's asking, he's lost, so water he wants, nobody to give him water. Then he sees one sage is sitting in meditation. He goes, excuse me, can you give me water? Excuse me, can you give me water? Excuse me, can you give me water? He doesn't give water. So he's upset, he's irritated, and when you're irritated, you do all funny things. He sees one dead snake is there. He picks up the dead snake, puts it around his neck. Sit man, you fellow. And just turns and walks off. And then the son comes, the sage's son. He sees this and says, whoever did this within 7 days will die of snake bite. And then the sage opens his eyes and tells, son, what did you do? This is not good. You should not get susceptible to anger like this. He's a great king. So many people in the kingdom depend on him, and you just cursed him like that. Dad, you should have opened your eyes 5 minutes before. Anyway, no, he doesn't tell that. I said that. But what's done is done. Go convey. He goes to the king and convey, I'm so sorry, I've cursed you like this. You're going to die in 7 days. King Parikshit gets up, takes out his sword, throws it down, takes out his crown, puts it down, walks out of the palace, straight. And wondering what happened. In one moment, he renounces everything. He says, I've got only 7 days to live. I need to find out the secret of life. I need to find out the truth. That truth which Swami said is the sole goal of the Satsang organizations. He goes straight to Shuka Maharshi and tells me, redeem me. I've got only 7 days to live. What is it that can save me? Not from death, but what is it that can liberate me? And Sage Shuka says, I'll tell you the stories of the Lord. And that is how he gives the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam has come to us because Sage Shuka gave the Bhagavatam to Parikshit. And at the end of 7 days, Parikshit was saved. He was bitten by the snake. His body went. But he was saved. He was liberated. See, Parikshit at least knew that he has got 7 days to live. None of us know that. And yet, we live as if we are never going to die. And we die as if we have never lived. The irony of life. Start preparing. And that is why bhakti. So anyway, this drama, there was one guy called Mahesh. He was supposed to act this role of Parikshit. Simple role. Come thirsty, no response, put snake, walk off. That's all. Small role. 45 seconds, stage presence. And he's coming and he's acting, it's not looking fine. So no, do it again, some more, and we showed him thirsty, how we have to. He's doing it again and again, and he's a bad actor, not able to act. After some 5-6 tries, tomorrow evening is the program. I mean, that's what we are hoping to. There was no scheduled program, nothing would be there. We would go praying and Swami, please, we want to do a program, and tell, okay, do, and we'll do it. So tomorrow evening we have planned to ask, we have planned to go full ready, wearing whatever little costumes, and we'll have a card and we'll show it to Swami, we want to do the program. So this guy is still not able to do Parikshit. So we told him, Mahesh, you leave it, we'll find somebody else. Then Mahesh said, no, please. Give me one more chance, I'll do it. One more chance. He didn't. He said, no, but tomorrow I'll be able to do it, please. Then we thought, okay, even tomorrow afternoon by 3 o'clock we can replace this guy. Just before he wears his crown and thing. Because it's not a big deal, anybody can act that. It's a simple role. If he's not able to do it, we'll just change the crown, give the crown to them and done. So he said, okay, you've got time till tomorrow 3 o'clock. Get your act together. Yes, the next day, vastly improved performance by Mahesh. And so Mahesh retained his role as Parikshit. That small 45-second role. And in front of Swami, we did this street play. And yes, there comes Parikshit. Thirsty, put snake around and walks. Done, fine. It went on. People believed. It was looking realistic enough. Whole program got over. At the end of the program, Swami was very happy. Swami said, I'll give group photos. Group by group photos Swami is granting. And then when Parikshit goes, Swami looks at him and says, very good. Waves his hand and materializes a gold ring with an emerald in it. We're like, Swami! Imagine. And the Oscar goes to the light boy, like something like that. The Oscar award has to go to the main actor, right? Swami is not even a nominee and you have given him of the award already. There are so many others who really made an impact in the program. The singer, the main actor. That's because we are seeing the external. And then we get to know Mahesh, very bad actor, not able to act. In the afternoon practice, he messed it up. What did he do? Tomorrow evening, right? From that afternoon till next day evening, he didn't drink a drop of water. So that when he came there and said, I'm thirsty, it was realistic because he was really thirsty. Thirsty. Not it, yeah. You don't drink water for 26 hours, it's amazing. And once we know this, tell me who deserves that ring. That's what happens when God becomes the center of the life. That's what happens. It's not like a bhajan is devotional, car driving is not. You think with Sudhakar uncle I felt car driving is devotional? Yes. Everything becomes devotional. Like sometimes I listen to movie songs. You listen to movie songs, yes. You know what, just replace that object of the lyrics with Swami. So beautiful it is. Wow, it's so perfect. Everything is perfect. Just that you're directing it towards some guy or girl, right? Direct it to Swami. Superb it is. And that's what happens. You start seeing Swami in everything. Mind no longer wavers then. Because anything I think, I remember Swami. Anything. That is the solution for Vikshepa, devotion, bhakti. Now we understand, right, why Satsang organization has devotion wing, though the only objective is to see divinity and all. Because what is stopping you from seeing the divinity is Vikshepa. To overcome Vikshepa, you need devotion. Then we come to Avarana. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Desire, anger, greed, lust, jealousy, pride. Why do we get this? We get this because we think we are the body. I think this is the body. So when gets an award and I don't get it, I am jealous because that body, some body got the award. This body is a nobody, didn't get the award. I identify with my body. This is me, I think. That's why somebody does this, I tell, why did you hit me? But Swami would say, this is my mobile phone. Am I a mobile phone? No. This is my paper. Am I a paper? No. This is my body. Am I the body? No. But I identify with the body. I feel this is only me. That's why I have anger. Because somebody did bad to me. If my car gets a dent, I don't feel the pain. Because there's a car, that's not me. But body gets, I feel. But you know what, instead of treating our body like a car, we are treating the car like my body. Because when the car gets dent, I feel the pain. I suddenly realized that, you know. When I bought my car new, God, how I would shine, you know, smallest speck I would not like. My wife told me, after you eat your food, wash your plate at least also like that. No, you're going to eat in the plate. How much you wipe your car, let that wipe the plate. The plate I just put water and leave it off. My car, too much attachment. Swami tells, treat your body like a car, we treat the car like my body. That is the reverse attachment we get, deeper attachment. You remain stuck at that level, whole life. As a 6-year-old, I asked for a $60 car to play with. As a 60-year-old, I asked for a $60,000 car to play with. The size of my toy grows, I will remain that level only. We have to give that up. And how do you give that up? How do we give up these kama, krodha? All of these things come because of body or mind identification. Maybe we identify with the mind. No, I achieved this, I am an intellectual. That identification has to has to go. And constantly you have to practice. Swami will tell, don't ask who are you, ask who am I. Who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? That answer you get. There is this, I don't know whether it's Aristotle or Socrates or one of these Greek philosophers walking on the road, lost in thought. And on opposite there's a military guard or police, somebody who's coming, and they collide. And he says, are you blind? He just doesn't speak. Who are you? Sir, that is what I'm trying to find out. If you can let me know, I'll be very grateful. Maybe that guy thought this guy has gone nuts. But he's truly lost. That's why Swami would say, both. There are worldly mad people, God mad people. But people who are God madness is the least harmful and most beneficial of all the madnesses. So for the worldly mad people, God mad people look mad. For the God mad people, worldly mad people look mad. Of all the madnesses that afflict man, God madness is the least harmful and the most beneficial. But this who am I? Just think of it, okay? Suppose I tear this paper into half. This is half paper. If I lose my 2 arms, am I half Aravind? I'm still Aravind, right? If I lose my arms and legs, I'm still Aravind. Who am I then? Because I'm not this body. My uncle, he passed, my grandfather is gone. He's not gone, he's there only. That's the body. But that's not your grandfather. No, where's your grandfather? He went. Where? Went. The general thing upward we think like that. But we know it, right? We know that that's not grandfather is there. The same grandfather whom we hugged and kissed, we set it on fire. Or we bury it into the earth. God. How cruel. No, that's just body. And even our language changes, Grandfather is sick, grandfather is struggling. Grandfather died, get the body. 50 years I've called him grandfather, now I call him body. Get the body, put the body. Because it's not a grandfather. It's not. That Swami says, find out. When you find out, automatically you will feel no reason to feel jealous. What am I feeling jealous of? Whom am I feeling jealous of? Whom am I feeling lust towards? Whom am I feeling anger on? That is avarna. To remove avarna, you need the knowledge of who you are. Who am I? Who am I? The beautiful, this is a subject of, there's one action movie called The Bourne Identity, fully based on this one. Who am I? Kung Fu Panda, based on this only. Who am I? The Dragon Scroll, what's the secret? Nothing. That's the secret, nothing, you're nothing. And in that nothing, suddenly Kung Fu Panda becomes Kung Fu Panda. Beats all Tai Lung, Dai Stomach, everybody. Just becomes a superstar warrior. What changed? That's the amazing thing I feel in that movie. Kung Fu Panda doesn't become like a full martial artist with muscles and all. Still is a rolly-poly cute panda only. Still scared, still can't climb the hill mountain. But yet everything has changed now. Because it changed here, it's changed here. I know who I am now. That's it. It becomes, what is the secret to being a dragon warrior? That's it. A reflection of yourself. I don't think it's a coincidence that the dragon scroll is a clean, polished mirror without any mala, vikshepa or avarna. Right? The minute he sees this is. For this, we need a study, we need understanding, we need pure-hearted and intense, eager debate and discussion to go on. That is why the spiritual wing or education wing, study circles. Though the sole goal of Satsang International Organization, Satsang Organization is to achieve that oneness with God, we need this. I had the pleasure of having lunch with Danny Singh uncle. They told his sight, he's not able to see. His sight is gone, his vision is fantastic. What he sees is phenomenal. He sees what I cannot see. He told me that I was reading the Jnana Vahini. Have you read Jnana Vahini? Jnana Marga. We are talking of Jnana Marga. Jnana is the way to remove avarana. So I said, yes uncle, I have read. What part are you referring to? And he said, Swami says there, knowledge is when the sight, seer and seen are one. The sight, the seer and the seen, all are one. And Swami says, the knowledge knower and the known are one. I didn't understand it, he said. I didn't understand. What is it? So I kept asking, Swami, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? In Fiji, remote Fiji, very far. Australia is called down under. So New Zealand, they're like down under. Far away. In down under, there, he's telling he's walking on the streets and suddenly he says, I'm seeing myself in the trams on the road. I'm seeing myself in the road. I am the road. I am the bars. I am the platform. I am the row. I am the tree. I see one woman there. She's pregnant. I am that woman. I am the fetus inside that woman. He was telling this over lunch. You might think it's crazy. If you're God crazed, you won't think it's crazy. Saying, I am everything. What do you mean, uncle? Then he told us, I saw that pregnant woman walking there. I am that pregnant woman. And I am that fetus in that woman. And I am the dog. And I am the tram. I was convinced and I was in bliss. Where is the question of getting angry on somebody? That's me only. That's why we never slap ourselves. Because why will I hit myself? That's what we'll feel if somebody tells us to hit somebody else. Of course, he said that after some time that experience went off. But once you have experience, once you have got the free sample, you're hooked. Divinity also works like drug dealers only. Gives you one free sample, it will now work for it. First sample is free. After that you have to. First darshan, that's why Swami lovingly speak everything. Swami, I'm devotee. Now devotee, no come, no fight. Now I want to look at you for next 3 years. Welcome. Because we can't live on free samples. We have to earn it. And that is the reason why, welcome all, to this mirror polishing service called the Satya Sai Center. Clean the mirror, steady the mirror, remove the cloth so that you can see yourself. We are here for our mirror cleanliness. Not to do politics, not to bother what others are doing. No, it's all built-in part of it. I feel it's politics because I'm indulging in Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. One who is not, will wonder, what is politics? Everything is fine, all are good, everyone is nice. That's what I told the SSC kids. Yudhishthira and Duryodhana, both were called by Krishna. And Krishna tells Yudhishthira, go find one bad person in this world. Similar task. Not same task, similar task. Oh Duryodhana, go find one good person in this world. Yudhishthira comes back and tells, oh Krishna, I searched and searched and searched. No bad person. If at all somebody is bad, I think it's me. Everyone is good. Okay. Duryodhana, Krishna, I searched and searched and searched. No good person only. If at all any good, that's me. Same world. Two responses. That's what it is. He's telling us that this Sai Center is the heaven of peace. This Sai Center is the jungle of politics. Which is true? This is true for you, this is true for him. But that is why, when we come together and do all these, look at everything that we do in the Sai Center. It is for clearing Mala, Vikshepa and Avarana only. We have the devotional wing, we have the service wing, and we have the education wing. Now for the common question that comes, is the devotion path better, or karma marga better? You know the answer here. You want a clean, steady mirror, not covered by the cloth. All three you need. Any one of them is enough to distort the image. So, which is more important? All three are needed. These are not three paths to God. These are the three layers of the same road. One is the mud, one is the gravel, one is the asphalt. For your road, which you need? I need all the three. Then only my road is there. Otherwise my road is messed up. So it's not like, this karma, this battle between the three margas keep going on. So once there was an exhibition which Swami had attended. Students had made an exhibition and called him. There were different exhibits. One exhibit was, there was a bullock cart, there was a car, and there was an aeroplane. Swami, what is this? Swami, the three margas, Swami. These are the three paths to divinity. Swami, karma marga, bhakti marga, jnana marga. Karma marga is very slow, it's like a bullock cart. Bhakti marga is like a car, you can go faster with devotion. Jnana marga is aeroplane, Swami. Swami said, aeroplane, but if you fall from aeroplane, no survival. And then Swami has explained in multiple discourses. Karma marga is like primary school. Bhakti marga is like higher secondary school. Jnana marga is like university. Ultimately what matters? University. While introducing me, they said I did MSc and MBA. They didn't tell Aravind passed in flying colors in grade 2. Then he got superb rank in grade 5. In grade 6, he won the one-legged race. They didn't tell any of that. Because it doesn't matter. What matters is what degree I got. MBA. By the way, bad news, young adults. Even that doesn't matter, I'm telling you. Useless it is. So degrees also don't matter. Up to a certain level, it matters. After that, it's how you work. Your karma, bhakti, jnana only saves you. It just takes you to the threshold of your job, that's it. After that, it's all your character that takes you ahead. Anyway, but at least it's useful in your resume when they introduce you. At least till then they keep telling that you did MBA, you did MBA. But though MBA is the most important thing, you can't reach MBA without primary school and secondary school. You know that if you're truly an MBA, you have done higher secondary school and school. It's assumed, it's taken for granted. If you're truly a jnani, you are a karma margi, you are a bhakta margi, you are a bhakta. 100%. Swami gives another analogy. He says, look at the clock there. No, don't look at that clock. Because it doesn't have the three hands, it has only two hands. It's a two-handed clock. In a three-handed clock, you have an hour hand, you have a minute hand, and you have a seconds hand. Swami says the seconds hand is karma marga, path of action, service. The minute hand is bhakti marga, devotion. The our hand is jnana. What is most important? Our hand. What time is it? 2. Okay, 2. I got an idea. Okay, 2. Yeah, if you 2:10, better. 2:10 it is. Okay. I don't care whether it's 2:10 15 seconds or 2:10 30 seconds. That way they didn't put that hand only there. It doesn't matter. 2:10 15 or 2:10 30 doesn't matter. And now the study circle specialist will say, that is it. That is why 2 o'clock, our hand is most important. And bhajan group will feel at least we are some importance at least. Because 2:10 or 2:40 makes a difference. Right? Between Q&A and end of speech. Yeah. But you know what Swami says? Swami says if that second's hand doesn't travel on full circle, that minute hand won't move at all. Unless you do selfless service, you won't experience the devotion. Karma, no escape from karma. You have to act. Karma action is inevitable. You have to act. No choice at all. Even when you think you're doing nothing, you're thinking, you're breathing, your stomach is digesting, some action is going on. Karma is constant. No escape. That is why we have to. And you do, when that completes only, then you get that feeling, that bhava. For the minute to express itself, the second hand has to move. When Mahesh expressed his devotion and love for Swami, he did it through karma only. Through that act of depriving himself of water and then acting. Not acting, being thirsty. Action is needed. When you do that, then you get. And when that minute hand completes one full round, then the hour hand moves one. All the jnanis have great devotion. When we look at the greatest jnani from India, Advaita Darshanam, one who gave the Advaita philosophy, Adi Shankaracharya. He has also given Mudakarata Modakam Sadavi Mukti Sadakam Kaladaravatam. What is the singing Ganesha glories here? Yeah. He has given so many Shatakams, Ashtakams, he has composed devotionally. And what action? Do you know Adi Shankaracharya before the age of 32 walked south to north of India, north to south of India, east to west of India, west to east of India. 3,300 kilometers like this, 3,000 kilometers like this. Up and down. Walked. Teaching, preaching, debating. So much action. Used all the three. And that is why, we should gather, come together at a Sai center. It's for our own redemption. And participate wholeheartedly in all. Karma, Bhakti and Jnana. I am bhajan singer, I go only Tuesday. I am sandwich server, I go Thursday. When will the sandwich server and bhajan singer meet? When will the sandwich server get the joy of singing a bhajan? And when will the bhajan singer get the joy of serving a sandwich? If you don't meet. And what is the use of doing all this at the end, You do keep doing this and suddenly you know what happens? The sandwich server fails in his exam. And the bhajan singer's friend becomes sick or maybe somebody becomes sick and you wonder what is this all about here? What is this God? I am doing all good and why this? Somebody asked, why did Devi Durga kill Mahishasura when Swami says help ever hurt never? We may laugh, but it's a genuine question. And these doubts come because we don't know. We are just doing it for the sake of doing it, not grounded in knowledge. How will I get unless I put effort to find out what it is? I have to find out what it is. Have I read Swami's discourse? Have I tried to understand? If I don't understand, will I discuss? I'm unable to install my iPhone, I go and ask you how to do it here. I'm unable to understand the secret of life and I don't care to ask. I'll serve 5 sandwiches, sing 2 bhajans and come. Then bhajan becomes a mechanical thing. Because possibly I enjoy music. I'll go and enjoy some other song also like that only. Because of music, my love for music. It's good as a starting point. But that's the starting point, that's not the end. And that is why we need to come together. Because a group also helps, Like-minded people coming together. Somebody in some other country asked me, brother, why can't I just do sadhana at home? What will do sadhana at home? I'll just sing bhajan. Are you a bhajan singer? No, brother, it comes playlist. What playlist? Somebody prepared the playlist. Who prepared the playlist? The organization has prepared the playlist. Some organization has prepared the playlist, right? What a parasite you're being. Somebody else, when I come to give talk, they'll attend. How are you able to attend my talk? The organization brought me here. Without organization, we wouldn't have met. Somebody goes newly to a country, is there any Sai? I got a message. Is there any Sai center in this country? Why? Because you're going there, you are hesitant to settle. You settle there, you become fine. After that, why should I go to Sai center? How selfish. Even in a worldly sense, I'm telling you. I will go earn my money, everything. I'll meet a girl there, I'll marry. Or I'll meet a guy there, I'll marry. Then I get a kid. Is there Sai center? SSC, I want to say. How will SSC be there if there's no Sai center there? It's a two-way. Sai center is not some building. It's wonderful if there's a building. We are the Sai center. Swami would say, Deshamante matti kadu, Deshamante manushuloyi in Telugu. In a song, Sai Mata Biddalam Andaram Satya Sai. When Swami heard this song, which says all are children of Sai, Swami said, my whole life is in this song. This one song, if you understand, you know my life. In that it says, Deshamante matti kadu, Deshamante manushuloyi. A country is not the mud and soil. A country is the people of the country. Same way, a Sai center is not a building or stage and photo. No. Because as I said, in many parts of the world, there is no building for Sai center. You are lucky that you have a building. But what is a Sai center then? Sai center of such and such a place is what? It is the people who are gathering together. And without you and me, the Sai center will go. And we won't have anywhere to draw inspiration from. Swami would say, if 10 cars are going in the night, if one of the car loses its headlamp, no problem. The other 9 cars headlamp is enough. I can go through. And we see this happening when we are in a Sai center. Be it financial difficulty, be it mental difficulty, be it anything. There is light from the others that help us. And so when I have been helped like that, is it not basic courtesy for me to put on my headlight when it's fine and shine it, so that in case any other car loses, they can take it up? That is why it is important we come together. Swami would say, Kirtan is great, singing. Sankirtan is better, singing together. You see the magic. When all of you sing together, how wonderful it is. You might come in very depressed, sad. How many have shared such experiences with me? I was feeling very low and I sat, and that day bhajans, wow, what I felt. So when you are low, you came to suck that energy. It becomes suck if you don't come when you are feeling good. Otherwise, it's just sharing the energy. Some other day you are feeling on top of the world. You got what you were struggling for. You got that position. You got the job. Don't go to the bar and celebrate, please. Don't. Bring back the glory where it belongs. When you were down in the dumps and on your knees, you sat here and prayed, right? When you get success, come here and pray again. Don't go out somewhere else and celebrate. When you were down, you sought help from other members in the Sai center and people. When everything is fine, come and ask if anybody else needs help. You will say, I remember Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so. They are like Swami for me because when I needed, they came. You become Swami for somebody else. Very important. It's wonderful that you are celebrating the golden jubilee here. But from now, what to do? In the Sai center, let us become more regular. If we are already regular. Let us become more intense. If we are already regular, coming every time, let us do it more intensely. Because we are doing it for our own selves. Mala Vikshepa Avarana clearance. This is the mirror cleaning service. Let us become more welcoming. Let others also benefit. Like somebody would say, brother, should we do Aarti in the center? Aarti is a very Hindu thing. There is no strict and the only rules Swami has said. 2 rules at a worldly level. Gender segregation. No solicitation of money. That's all. These are the only 2 rules. Socks allowed, not allowed. In Canada, wear socks. In India, you wait to throw out socks also. So hot it is. So don't. No rule like that. Should you sit on the floor or ground or on the chair? Sit. No problem, doesn't matter. Don't violate the basic tenets of Swami. Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. Truth, righteousness, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. That is what unites all of us. In Sai Premaniliyam, when we had the interfaith conference, there was a big logo. Satsang International Organization logo. Truth, right conduct, peace, love, non-violence. This Buddhist monk, venerable somebody, that venerable got up and he said, I was wondering what I should speak, but then I saw, dear brothers and sisters, this is Buddhism. And then the Christian father rises up and says, he said that is Buddhism, but I am telling you that is Christianity. And the Imam gets up and says, the peace, that is Islam. Everything is same. So, depending on your local community, adapt. Show that large-heartedness. I am not saying you are allowed to do arti. It's not a, should I do this or not? Can I chant Vedam or not? People ask like this. Is it fine to chant Vedam or not? It's fine, yeah. Swami has said, I have come for Dharma. Therefore come. You have one person from Spain coming, one person from Italy, one person from Germany, and they come and say, what do we do here? Sit, chant, Om Ganana. They feel it's a cult. Be welcoming. Let them understand why Veda is important and then let them chant. Because we didn't chant. We didn't even accept Swami as God. We criticized him and thought he is a magician. How patient and loving he was. Once we have accepted, yes. Now I am at a stage, if Swami tells, do Shirshasana and come, every day come and stand on your head and go, I will do that and go. Because I know Swami is God and he believes me. I believe him. Whatever he says is the ultimate. But everyone has their journey. What can we do in a Sai center to be more welcoming to everyone in the community? Because Swami said, the goal of the Satsang organization is to share to the whole world this truth. Will we be selfish to keep it only to ourselves? We 10 are from Hyderabad, we are from Sri Lanka, this is our center. We will grow old and die and then leave it. That's it. Oh, Swami, very good, Swami did. Yeah. No, we should share it. I have seen tremendous benefit, tremendous satisfaction, tremendous fulfillment in attempting to share. And yes, I will dance as per the tunes of the crowd. In Sai Premaniliyam, Brother Sundarayar had come. He had to give a talk. And he began his talk by telling, and Sai Baba did this. Sai Baba, I am wondering, why is he doing Sai Baba, Sai Baba? He's been Swami's attendant. And Sai Baba is a very neutral way of, right? No? Only non-devotees call him Sai Baba. Devotees will tell, semi-devotees will tell Baba. Pure devotees will call Sai Baba, Swami. Right? This is our mental thing. Why is he telling Sai Baba, Sai Baba? Because there that Buddhist monk, that Christian father, the Jewish rabbi, they are all sitting there. And I was seeing, midway in the speech, that Buddhist monk is like clapping, he's so happy. And at the end, after his talk, I went to Brother Sundarayar and I told him, amazing, how sensitive, how nice of you. That's why, right? Because they are sitting there, you said Sai Baba. Thanks man, you noticed, he said. But he changed. He changed. I'm sure if you ask, if Swami is sitting there, will you call him Sai Baba? No. But if Swami is sitting there along with 5 others who have no clue who is this man in orange, this is how I will speak and Swami will be happy with that. That is just one example. In our practices, what is it? No need to stop bhajan, no need to stop aarti. But if you feel that from the local community, nobody more, indigenous people or who are not coming, what can I do? Can we have one separate Wednesday for that? For all newcomers so that they get to know. Because I know many people who didn't know, they persevered and once they got to know, they fell in love with this philosophy. Because who cannot fall in love with this philosophy? It's fantastic. Only the traditions, rituals and practices may put off people. But the philosophy is beautiful. And the philosophy is so beautiful that you see white people, Christian people putting vibhuti, doing everything also. Once they understand the philosophy. But till they understand, we have to be open and we have to be welcoming. See what helps. I've seen different sensitivities. For us, no, whacking the life out of the naal and tabla feels awesome, bhajan. Really. Hey Rama Duta, hey Rama, we'll do like that. You feel great Josh. But possibly a person from other culture will just want to strum the guitar. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me. No energy. Yeah, that's for you. But that's for them. I saw this. Swami would encourage you. The Buddhist monk would come, he would tell all the Veda chanting to stop and only give the Buddhist monk, you chant. We are used to Om Namaste astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sada Shivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Namaha. Oh, this is amazing. Then they will come. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme. When we feel there's no energy in this. But it's awesome for them. And Swami would sit 1 hour, he'll listen to Om Mani Padme Hum. Because that is, for whatever reason, that feels amazing for them. Oh. And how, in hours, as we progress from Om, we'll be doing Namaha, Hiranyabahave se Nanye, we go next level. Then we'll go Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpava. We'll keep climbing. And I notice among the Buddhist monks, it's the reverse. Om Mani Padme Hum. That's what it is. So Swami was very welcoming of them. We can't tell, no, let's do. Chant, catch the Shruti. Om Mani Padme Hum. No, that is not their practice. Be welcoming. If we don't understand their spirit, how will they understand this? I think this is what we should do. Try to get in more people, and that's what is the inspiring story I heard. That has happened, whether it was the people who have built this center, how they have worked hard and got in more and more, and how this center has grown. Let it not decay and die with us. Take those same principles and be more welcoming of varieties. How Swami was telling everyone, get them in. Then only it will flourish. Otherwise, it will become like an Indian or Asian cult in this region, which will die once the Indians and Asians, if somebody comes and makes an immigration law that you all will be expelled, and that's it, will die. And you know that I'm not simply speaking some fantasy, things are happening there. Unless we integrate, everyone grows together, it will not. These are things that we have to think strategically. Let everyone experience the broad-mindedness of Swami that we have experienced. Because we have people from Fiji, people from everywhere. People of all colors. Black, brown, yellow, white, pink, everyone has come to Swami. Everyone saw something. And in the end, everyone sat and learnt Vedam Bhajan also. Because they felt it makes Swami happy. Out of love for Swami. Let people get a chance to grow and appreciate and understand that. Let's not impose things on them. By mistake, somebody walks in and says, hey, let them chase them out as if some stray animal entered. In fact, in the Western countries, stray animal enters, they'll feed milk and treat nicely. Love is everything. Swami would say, love in thought, love in word, that is truth. Love in action, that is dharma. Love as feeling, peace. Love should be the basis. Maybe do this, maybe grow, because as the Sai center grows, we'll also grow. A Sai center will grow only if Sai is at its center. And Sai can be at its center if Sai is at the center of each and every member who comes. And when that happens, like today when I came, I really saw, wow, how lucky these people are. You have got Prashanti right here. In fact, at Uncle Auntie's home, I said, Auntie, you got Prashanti right here. Prashanti, Puttaparthi is a geographical place. Prashanti Nilayam is the values of Swami. Wherever they are followed, that's Prashanti Nilayam. You feel like going to Puttaparthi, please go, welcome to go. But remember, to find Prashanti, you need Karma Marga, Bhakti Marga, Jnana Marga. As Swami would say, Puttaparthi is truly put apart the I, he would say. You need to put apart the I, then only you get Puttaparthi. I had told half an hour I'll take, I think I've taken nearly an hour. I would like to conclude by offering my gratitude to Swami for this opportunity. Once again, dear Swami, isn't it so wonderful? What a beautiful center, it's celebrating its golden jubilee, and your hands are ever raised, double hand to give blessings. May we continue to get your blessings, and may the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram. Should I come down or stay up? to you.
Yeah, wow, that was a truly wonderful talk, very inspiring, and I'm sure that there's something that all of us could take from it. Thank you so much, Uncle. Thank you. Now we move on to the most awaited Q&A session. So if anybody has any questions, raise your hand and I'll pass the mic to you.
Yeah, I was told 3 o'clock to whatever is my rest time, but I really don't need rest. I'm so happy to see everyone. So yeah, we can go on till 3:30 also. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't need rest. I have had my rest. It's okay. Fine. Yeah. It's okay. Okay. Oh, question paper. Very few questions are there. Oh, well, okay. This is from one person. Okay. So we have noticed one of Swami's 9 points in the code of conduct is declining in our center. Regular study of Satya Sai Baba literature. We need to. Yes. Being an author and speaker on Swami's teaching, what are suggestions and advice you could give to the young and old? No, I'm fine. Devotees in our Sai Center, although we have the luxury of owning most of Swami's books in our center library, established over 30 years. Really, yes, this is a... Whoever sent this question, I also wonder what to do. Because, you know what, people say that from your talks, brother, we get answers. Where do you think I'm getting answers from? I'm getting it from Swami's discourses and things only. It's all there. You're just taking it second hand, you know. I'm like that bird that goes to the ocean, gets the fish in the mouth and puts it in the... You're eating my juta, that's all. My masticated thing, knowledge, half masticated maybe, I don't know. Directly go to the source. It's very important, as I said, that the only way we will be able to overcome avarna. Yes, I noticed it. For me, you know, the library is the most beautiful place. In fact, I spent many hours, whenever I would get free time at Sai Prem also during World Conference, I would slip out of the hall and go into the library. In fact, I'm not exaggerating. I have one full book which I wanted, which I didn't have. I sat and scanned the whole book on my phone. I have the whole book, you know, by one Abdul Razak Korbu. He has written Sai Satya Sakha. I couldn't get any copy there. 120 pages I sat and scanned because that's how it is. But we have so much literature. I'm telling you, our bhajans will become more fulfilling and meaningful. Our seva will become more fulfilling and meaningful. Our existence itself will become better once we know the... I mean, honestly, let's accept... Didn't we feel that intellectual joy and meaning and aha, now I get it during this whole thing? There are different parts we didn't. We felt it, right? So without those aha moments, without those things, we won't be able to find meaning. It becomes a monotonous, just for the sake of doing, we are doing. Because twice a week we have bhajan, thrice a month we have seva, we'll keep doing like that. So definitely we need... Whoever said this, I think must be a person who is definitely reading a lot of Swami's literature. He or she is feeling that there's so much treasure here and people are just passing by. So yes, please make use of the library. Get the books issued and go and read it. Just try it out at least. Definitely. People ask me which books to read. I never asked anyone which to read. I just read. And I feel some books are nice. We want the shortcut way. We don't have patience to read. But this is for our own uplift, right? Definitely read. I'm not saying everything will be exciting, in some may be boring also, no problem. In fact, I try to listen to Swami's discourses at night. I feel bored, honestly. Like, Swami, what? And Swami will start one story. I already know that story. Swami, next 5 minutes I have to now listen. Can I listen in 2x? No, but I listen and I tell, no. I don't like medicine, but I take it because it's good for me. I won't check the taste of the medicine. Is it sweet? No, however it is, I'll take because it is medicine. I'll take Swami's discourse as medicine. And I tell him also, he knows. Swami, I'm feeling very sleepy when I listen to you. But it's okay, Swami. It's okay if I sleep and in my subconscious I'm hearing your voice. It's okay. That's fine. It's good for me. I'll listen. I'm very honest with him. And I'll listen. And slowly I've started developing an interest and taste in Swami's discourses. And I see, wow, how easily Swami explains of things. So clear it becomes. Honestly, I swear, I have never asked people, what is the answer for this? What is this? Never have asked. Every answer I have discovered myself only. And that's why the answer stays. I am very solid ground in those answers. I know it. Because it's self-effort. Put in that effort and see. It's so beautiful. It's wonderful. I also listen to talks. I also go to YouTube, listen to Samarpan talks. It's nice. It is Sattvic entertainment. Sattvic is here. It is Sattvic entertainment. It's not a substitute for my sadhana. Listening to Brother Arvind's talk is not your sadhana. It's a nice form of your entertainment, that's all. Maybe it's better than watching some horror movie. Yeah. It's good, positive entertainment, that's all. And that is the reason all of us listen to talks rather than Swami's discourse. Because Swami's discourse is not entertaining. Swami didn't give discourses for entertainment. We don't want it, that's why. Nothing to feel guilty about. Because Brother Aravind and other speakers cater to our mind. They'll crack some jokes, they'll lighten it up. In fact, Swami would say, no, I won't crack jokes. I'm not here to crack jokes. This is distilled wisdom it is. So we need the jokes, we need fun, but we need that distilled wisdom also. Maybe too strong for us, but let us take it little. Keep aside some time to study. In fact, it will be wonderful if you have a study group. Sit and there's nothing like a wrong question. Somebody take it up and start. 2 of you start discussing. 2, 3 will come, 4 will come. When I started writing blogs, I would send it to an email list of 8 people. And by the time I was done with writing blogs and shifted to videos, I had a mailing list of 1,550 people. I still have that mailing list. 1,550 people who have subscribed, who wants me to mail them whatever I write. It grew like that. So just start a discussion and you will see the light coming. In beginning some heat will come, but no problem. After the heat, light will come. And attracted to the light, many more will come. Because everyone wants light. Everyone is seeking light. Just imagine, like if I were to conduct study circle here every Thursday, I'm sure we all will come. At least for the first 3-4 months. After that, Aravind will do, next Thursday also will be there. It happens. Familiarity breeds neglect. Doesn't the brother, you should come next year. I will not next year. Otherwise my value, my stock price will go down. I'll come after 3 years. Let some yearning be there. No, that's not the lighter way. But I'm just saying, if somebody we are doing, they'll come. So we should do. I told you, right, all the 3 are necessary. Another example Swami gives is that of a 3-wheeler vehicle, an auto rickshaw in India. A tuk-tuk. 3-wheeler. Swami says, you need all the 3 wheels. Bhakti, karma, jnana. All the 3 are necessary for your vehicle to go ahead. But you can choose which is your front wheel. So some people will choose devotion and bhajans as their front wheel. Some people will select service as their front wheel. Somebody else who has written this will choose discussion, study circle as the front wheel. You need the other 2 wheels also. Everyone. So yes, no problem. You do yours, lead it on, but other 2 are also necessary because as I said, Mala, Vikshepa, Avarna, all 3 needs to be sorted out. So please, it will be nice, just like you have regular bhajans and you have regular seva. You have, right? Regular seva. You have regular bhajans also. Do you have regular study circle? Great. Participate in all the 3. Maybe if you are a bhajan singer, lead the bhajan part of it. If you are in depth, you have read all the Vahinis, lead the discussions on it. If you have done seva for 25 years, lead the seva. But participate in all the 3. Please do participate in all the 3. It will help us only. Finished? That's all question paper. Good that morning I didn't keep Q&A.
Hello, sir.
Sai Ram. I am Danny Singh. Thank you very much for referring me.
Oh, Danny uncle. The uncle who saw the pregnant woman and the fetus.
My question is that I have been listening to some of the Indian people from India, and they say Indian mythology. Mythology means not true story. It's a myth. When the Christians came into Europe and they dominated, they called Greek mythology, meant that Greek story of Zeus and Venus and Mars and all those gods are not true. And so they call Greek mythology, which means it's not a true story. Now, Indians have accepted the word mythology in India, and practically I've heard so many people saying, oh, we are Hindu mythology. That means it's a not true story. Can that be eliminated by any way?
So,
The greatest incarnation of God has taken place on this earth. That was Sai Baba. And yet, here, about good 80% of Indians in India don't even know.
So uncle's question, So uncle's question is, why do we keep saying Hindu mythology? Can we eliminate the use of that word mythology? When God has come down in human form. So when we actually look at our scriptures also, only Ramayana and Mahabharata are called as itihasas. Itihasa meaning history. The Rama avatar, the Krishna avatar. It's called itihasa. And when we go to the Garuda Puran or Skanda Puran, Lord Shiva, all of these, they are not referred to as itihasas. And that's why, for want of any other term, I feel it's called mythology. This question was asked by somebody in the SSC also in the session today, as to is it mythology or is it real? The thing is, many of those things that you listen to, somebody living for 5,000 years, it seems improbable now, and so we call it mythology. But the fact is also true that these are stories which codify some great truths. Truths that will reveal themselves to us depending on our level of evolution. These are very important for the ultimate objective of human race. And they have been codified as stories. Why stories? You see, there somewhere in the world, I remember they're building a vault and in some snow area, so that if a comet hits the earth or a meteorite hits the earth, everybody gets wiped out. Then you can open up that vault and it has all the seeds, they've kept the seed of every plant inside. That vault is supposed to be earthquake proof, volcano proof, bomb proof, atomic nuclear fission proof, every proof it is. So somebody can open that and restart the whole mess that we have created now. God says, Sambhavami yuge yuge, I shall come again and again. We also tell Sambhavami Pade, we will also come again and again to destroy all that you have set up. No, that's in the light essence. But there is this thing, vault that is built, because everybody is thinking, what if everything is lost? Because history has been lost. Even when engraved on rocks, it's got lost. So much we don't know. We don't know even in detail about people like Julius Caesar and Alexander, whom so many have studied and have excavated, because it gets lost. They were barely 1,000 years old, 1,500 years old, and they're lost. 2,000 years old and they're lost. And Ramayana is 20,000 years old, and how it is not lost? The Vedas we don't even know, and they're not lost. How? Because they have been codified in the simplest manner. Just imagine that comet or meteorite hits the earth and destroys everything, and only 5 kids have remained. What they'll go and open up that vault? What they'll know how to? Because you are assuming that an adult will survive, who has knowledge, who will do this. What will the kids do? Right? But stories, so sweet. Ganesha broke his tusk and hit. That's why he doesn't have a tusk. That's why the moon doesn't see. It seems to clash with science. But you know what? Ask a 6-year-old, he'll love that story, he'll enjoy it. For a 6-year-old, it's a story. Yeah, it's a myth. It's a mythology. It's a folk tale. Listen to it like that. But you will understand the meaning of Ganesha. What do you mean? What do you mean he cut off a human head and they put an elephant head and stuck it and it became live? Scientifically you will feel. That's why you will call it mythology. Because it's ageless. Itihasa, history, means it has a beginning and an end. Rama is born, Rama left. Krishna was born, Krishna left. Satyasai is born, Satyasai left at a bodily level. So that becomes history. But Shiva is there. Shiva was never born. I don't know how Shiva came. Shiva is there. From time immemorial, Shiva is there. Ganesha is there. Ganesha is ever the youthful. Krishna, Shiva is always there. That's why we call them as mythology, for lack of any other term. If we find any other term, we can call it. But whether they are stories or metaphors, they are both. Stories so that everyone remembers. Everyone remembers Ganesha stories. In fact, kids feel kinship with Ganesha. I think that's something amazing that the Bharatiya culture has achieved. For kids to feel kinship. You're a little fellow, little Krishna is there. Little Ganesha is there. Everybody has their favorite god, friendship. friendship with God, growing with God becomes so natural. Through stories. Hanuman went and ate the sun. How? He ate the sun. It has a deep inner meaning. Depending on our level of evolution, we will understand. That is the beauty of these wise ancient people. They have codified in such a manner that even the kid will enjoy, even the person who is doing study circle will do study circle and enjoy. That is why they have been put as stories like that. So is it a story? Yes. Is it a metaphor? Yes. Is it a codification of the truth? Yes. For everything, yes. As Swami would say, Sai ki sarvam, yes, yes, yes. Swami, everything is yes. Everything it is. So it's very beautiful. And that's why, instead of explaining this whole thing, they just call it mythology. Yeah. Of course, Ramayana is not mythology, it's history. Mahabharata is not mythology. Shirdi Satcharitra is not mythology. Satya Sai Katha is not mythology. But that's because the Lord who came had a beginning, had a middle, had an end. Led a whole life. That's why it becomes history, his story. Rest of it, for lack of a better word, we say mythology. I don't think we need to get offended by that. But yes, when they say Devas, Asuras are fighting, today morning I was explaining. You know, in Hinduism we have this. There are the Devas, there are the Asuras, and they are constantly fighting. Devas will win and rule for 1,000 years, then Asuras will win, then Devas will win, then Asuras will win. They don't get destroyed, they don't prosper, nothing. What is this going on? One understanding of mind. This is not the only one, but I'm just saying, one way they see it is, they say Devas stand for femininity. Asuras stand for masculinity. Femininity, what is feminine? Feminine is care for others over self. Nourishing the mother, taking care at the cost of myself. Which is glorified to an extent that people burn themselves out. Women burn them, mothers burn themselves out. No, that's why they tell self-care. That will come self-care, self-help. Take care of yourself. You are important. When you burn yourself thinking only I have to keep, others are important, I am not. No, that's not good. Maybe that's why it's called feminine, because a little more women do it. But every one of us has an aspect of femininity, every one of us has an aspect of masculinity. Masculinity is self over others. Self-preservation over others. So selfish, not selfish. That's why in the aircraft they tell, before putting mask onto others, please put onto yourselves. Well, that mainly directed at the mothers. Because if the air comes in, you'll try to put into your child. No, put for yourself first, then you put. If you don't preserve yourself, you can't preserve the child. So masculinity is self over others. This is my understanding. Femininity is others over self. Which is important, both are necessary. Too much of masculinity, you become asura. Too much femininity, you become like this deva. Self-destructing, but in your enthusiasm to take care of others. And here, destroying everyone else in order to take care of yourself. And that's why that deva and asura keep fighting. That's why nobody can ever win, because both are necessary. You both are necessary in harmony, yin and yang it is. 50-50 you need. But it's not a static equilibrium, it's a dynamic equilibrium. When you go to 50-48, then again it has to balance, it will become 60-38, then again it has to balance 50-50, but it will stay on 50-50 only for a little time. Again it will. To show that, that's how devas and asuras are shown. Because there are asuras who are great devotees. Prahalada was an asura. Bali Chakravarti was an asura, whom the Lord has blessed. All this is codified. Now, where will they understand? Where will these kids understand? No kids only. Yeah, they are already gone. What is the uncle is talking? So for them, no, devas are good, asuras are like, they fight there. He's having big teeth, he's having a bow, he's having gada, all these stories are made, so they remember. You remember, no problem. You cross your teenage years, when you're in your middle years, you'll understand this. So that is how it is. So I think, yeah, mythology is for lack of word, that's all. Yeah. You want a question? Any more questions? Yes? Give them the mic, please.
Hello, sir. Yeah. Sir, you happened to mention about Professor Korbu just now. We had an opportunity to go and see him in Sangli, about 35 years back. And he has given us that book, Sai Satya Saka, but it is in Marathi. If somebody wants to share it, we can always give it to them. But it is in Marathi. That's what I just wanted to mention.
Yes. I did the scan of the English version because I don't understand so much of, I'm not able to read Marathi, so I did it. I know its original is in Marathi. Yes.
Full day we spent with him. You know, when we went to see him in Sangli, I still remember his words. He said, I am sitting here waiting for you. That's what he said to us.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thanks.
Put on that mic.
It's on.
Sarah, so in one of your YouTube videos, you said that Swami's miracles are his calling cards. Are his miracles his only way of calling us to him, or are there other ways?
So calling card, yeah. What I feel, no, any way that he calls you to him is a miracle, that's what I feel. It depends. You put a seed in the ground, okay? I'm answering you, so look at me when I'm speaking. You put a seed in the ground. One tree will come. Is that a miracle? Yes, it's a miracle. You put a tree in the ground. 5 days later, one seedling will come. 2 months later, it's a sapling. 2 years later, it's mid-sized. 5 years later, it's a tree. Is it a miracle? It's a miracle. It's a miracle. If that is the case, then anyway he calls you is a miracle, right? But people generally associate miracle with something happening very fast. If you put the seed and poof, tree comes, miracle. It takes 5 years, what is the big deal? No, it's still a miracle. Seed is this much, ittusu. And that became this big tree. So that's why, slow miracles are also miracles. So, whichever way, how you ask anybody, how did Swami call you? I don't know, I just heard Brother Aravind and I think that's God. It's a miracle here. Some random guy from India is speaking and you heard that and believed, that's a miracle. Somebody said he cured me cancer and I went, that's a miracle. But we feel, cancer curing and that is miracle. You heard him, no, that's a miracle. I was interviewing one guy and he was anti-Swami. He criticized Swami, that Swami cannot be God, full. And his mother and father became devotees. That's the anti-climax in his story. Still he didn't believe. He fought his mother and father and he said, I'll live away if you force me. I thought this is an exciting story developing because I know this guy is not so dedicated here. I want to know, come on, storyteller in me woke up. Then what happened? Then they forced me to go to India, I didn't go. I said, I don't want to go, why should you go? Then some circumstance came where I was forced to go to India. Oh, okay. Near Bangalore. And Swami was in Bangalore. Oh, okay, then what happened? So, I just accompanied my parents, went for darshan. I didn't want to go also for darshan. I didn't want to sit there also. Okay, then, and I sat there. And Swami came for darshan. Then, I saw him now. I knew he's God. Then, that's it. From that day on, hey, come on, what a pathetic story. Like, this much you can build up something dramatic I thought will happen. You saw Swami and, because when I had my first darshan, like, I don't even remember my first darshan. I don't know. Yeah, I know I saw him, but nothing, I didn't feel that warm glow within, that everything is gone and this must be the Parabrahma. Nothing I felt like that. One guy in orange with hair, nice, Swami, my parents say he is God, good, I saw and came. But that's a miracle for him. That is a miracle. Normally we'll say, no, miracles are my calling card. Without miracle, how you can call me? No, any way I have called you is a miracle. Because somebody just saw me and felt this is God, that's miracle. Have you seen Swami? Do you believe he's God? Miracle. You didn't even see him, nothing happened. What happened? Did any cancer get cured? Why do you believe him to be God? Miracle that is. Free devotee, like me. Nothing he gave and yet you believe. It's a miracle. In fact, I had this doubt, I used to wonder whether faith comes first or experience comes first. If you experience a miracle, naturally you will get faith. And I said, Swami, why don't you give everybody one miracle? Automatically you will get out devotees. Then I kept thinking, I came across a book called Len Chimble's Dream. After that, for the next 15 years, I didn't come across this book till I narrated this incident in some place and that person got me that book and gave it to me. I have that book with me at home now. That's why I narrate all these incidents. So at any missing pieces, somebody will find and get it to me. See, Corpo had one missing piece there. So Len Chimble's Dream, I randomly opened one page. This whole book is about a guy called Len who is dreaming about God and has dream conversations with God. And it's totally fiction. But the discussion is so engaging and engrossing. So when the random page that I opened had Len asking God, why don't you present, you're such an awesome guy, you're such an awesome being, why don't you present yourself to the whole world? God says, yes, I want to. How? And Len says, exactly what I said. Just do a miracle for everyone. I said, yes, Len, you are on the same path. I want to know what God told you. And God says, yes, Len, I am ready. What miracle should I do? He says, God, something that everybody notices, takes their breath away. Like what? Like, for example, tomorrow make the sunrise become purple. And the night, let some green lights keep floating. Whole world should be stunned. Then that won't work. Why? I already tried. That green light thingy I tried. You call it some northern lights and you just have some explanation for it. It's a miracle actually. Every morning, you know what? I paint it in different hues of red, orange, and do different things. But you said that's because red is the least deflected color in the spectrum. I made the ocean blue, but then you have some light scattering explanation. What can I do? What miracle I should do? And there are some things that you're not even able to explain. You call it magic, you call it trickery, you call it unexplained scientific fact. Whatever I do, Len, if you don't have faith, it's not a miracle. But guess what? At this very moment, there are several people on earth who are unable to take a breath. And their breath is going and they're dying. But you are able to breathe. How, Len? How? That's my miracle. When you have faith, every moment of your life is a miracle. If you don't have faith, even something grand happens, you just miss it. You think it was some coincidence. Some luck. I was sitting in the flight next to one atheist. And he said, I don't believe in God. I said, I believe in God. I feel God is like this also. I feel God came in form also. Then he said, no, I think that's just your mental construct. What do you mean? I said, for example, see, my father had a heart attack and Swami told that it's a stomach gas. Doctor said that surgery is needed. Swami said, no need of surgery. Whatever medicine they want, they can give, but don't do surgery. They didn't do surgery. And my dad, for next 13 years, he lived with no cardiac ailment. Passed away due to cancer later on, but 13 years, no cardiac issue at all. How do you explain that? Doctor gave no medicine. Yeah, that's all. Hurry! He's having his explanation. It's like saying, there was a jet plane, all the parts are thrown. And then a hurricane came, and when it passed, it had assembled the jet Dreamliner. Statistically, yes, possible. There's a 1 in a billionth chance that it will happen. But there is a chance. And that guy is telling, yeah, that chance happened to happen, that's all. How was the universe created? There was a big bang, bang. If I tell you, this mobile phone, I didn't have it. There was one little bang, boom, and this mobile phone came. You will not believe me. But that's what you believe as the creation of the universe, whole universe. There was nothing. And when bang, it came and the whole universe came off. That's all. After that, we'll explain everything. I'm telling that bang came, no? That bang God made. That's all. God did bang and the universe came. I mean, there's no way. That's why, this debate goes on, because there's no way to prove the existence of God. There's no way to disprove the existence of God, logically. No way. So, what you believe is what you see. That's all. Science says seeing is believing. Faith says believing is seeing. And it goes on and it happens. For those who believe, we see. For those who don't believe, they don't see. It's okay. You choose. If you feel that path, you know what I feel? The atheist is right, the theist is right. But I feel the theist has more fun, that's all. The non-believer is also correct. The believer is also correct. But the believer has a little more fun, I feel. A little more solace when you're sad, that's all. You're not left all alone. So why did we come to this? What was the question? I have this habit of straying away. What was your question?
The question was, are his miracles his only way of...
Are miracles the only way? Yeah, miracles is the only way because everything that's happening is a miracle. Yeah.
last year before the summer, I'm in group 2, and that's my middle year. We had a class on Hinduism, and
Class on?
Hinduism.
Ah.
So we were discussing if it was like a polytheism or a henotheism, and like my gurus told us that they in India they have big debates over whether it's henotheism or polytheism, and
Polytheism or?
henotheism.
Heno means what? One god.
Yeah, and our class was pretty divided too, and it was like split in half. So half of us thought it was polytheism, half of us thought it was henotheism, and I just wanted to know what you thought.
Okay. Before I answer that, what's your name?
Shivalika.
Shivalika.
Yeah.
Shivalika, before going to sleep last night, were you kept awake by the thought whether Hinduism is polytheism or unitheism? Did it bother you?
It didn't this night, but like after my class it did.
When you sat for lunch today, did you think that how can I eat lunch when I don't know whether it's unitheism or polytheism? Right? Swami says, to progress in the spiritual path, ask those questions which are bothering you, because the universe, you have finite intelligence, finite capacity, finite time, finite energy. And therefore, it is not possible for you to know answers for everything. Know the answers for those what you feel will help you progress. This is the story. I have told it last night to the young adults. That's why they are careful in their questions. Today morning to the SSC children. Were you there today morning? Yes, this is what I said, right? When you want to ask a question, there is a shloka. Oh God, it's a big story. How do I cut it? Okay. There is one shloka which says, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. This is there in the Bhagavad Gita. And one day at Shirdi Baba's lotus feet, there is one person, very wise person, very intelligent person, scholar, sitting, and he is just chanting all the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. And Shirdi Baba says, what is that you chanted? He had chanted this shloka. Then he feels where Shirdi Baba knows all this Gita and shlokas and all that. He is a Muslim fakir, right? He would not have studied all this. So he says, Baba, there is one text called the Bhagavad Gita. From that one shloka I am chanting. Oh, what is that? So he chants this. Shirdi Baba asks, what is the meaning of this? Okay, Baba, it means that if you want to gain the highest knowledge, serve your master. You're understanding, right, Shirdi Baba? Yeah. So if you want to gain the highest knowledge, serve your master, do worship and do study of the texts, and then you will get liberated. The master will grant that liberation to you. Then Shirdi Baba tells, don't give me general meaning, give me word by word meaning. It is okay, tad vidhi, in this manner, pranipatena, by falling at the feet. Falling at the feet is like namaskar, right? By falling at the feet. Then Shirdi Baba says, wait. What is meant by patena? Patena means by falling at the feet. Pranipatena means by falling. Why did he use this for rhyme scheme or what? Like, why did he, when patena is enough, why should he tell pranipatena? Shirdi Baba says, was Vyasa mad? Shirdi Baba asks, was Veda Vyasa mad? Or was he matching some rhyme scheme there that he put it? What is meant by pariprashnena? To ask questions. What is meant by prashnena? To ask questions. Then why pariprashnena? So Shirdi Baba says, you simply by asking questions, by you're walking on the road, you trip on the rock and fall at somebody's feet. You think you fell at his feet? You fell at his feet, but did you fall at his feet? So pata is not enough, pranipata. With total surrender. And what is surrender? I am going to listen to what you say. I will not question whether it brings me joy or sorrow. I will accept it with equanimity. Whatever you give me, I offer myself to you. With that feeling you fall, that is pranipata. Otherwise, when we do gymnastics, we fall at each other's feet. That is not pranipata. And what is pariprashna? Pariprashna is a question that keeps you awake at night. It's not a question that, hey, you know what? They gave half an hour for Brother Aravind to ask questions. Nobody's having questions. You ask this, you ask this. That is not pariprashna. Just to check whether other fellow is wise enough and he knows the answer. Just to show that I am smarter than you, I can put you in a fix. When you ask those questions, that is not pariprashna. I am not saying that you did that. But I am saying any of this, or simply a casual question. Okay, let me just ask. It's a nice, interesting question. How did God create this universe? Nice question. I'll ask. That is not pariprashna. Pariprashna is a question that doesn't allow you to eat food, doesn't allow you to sleep. Till I know this answer, I can't rest. That is what Siddhartha had. How can I solve sickness? How can I solve death? It bothered him so much, he gave up the palace, he gave up his wife, he gave up his child Rahula, he just walked. He walked and walked and thought and thought and walked and walked and thought and thought. And he became the enlightened one. So no longer Siddhartha, he was the Buddha. Ramana Maharshi kept wondering, who am I? Nan-yar, who am I? Really bothered him so much. And he asked and he attained the ultimate. The question, starting question can be different. But if it's a question that burns you, doesn't allow you to sleep, doesn't allow you to eat, proceed and find out, and that answer will liberate you. Even if Uncle Aravind stands and says, this question is useless, you don't ask, no problem. Because it's bothering you, fine. You didn't want to answer it, but I still can't have my dinner tonight because I need the answer to this. You will get the answer from somebody else, from the tree you will get, from the spider. The elephant will speak. I'm telling you, people have had answers like that. Animals will speak out the answer to them. So, generally, when you get a chance to ask, this is another example I gave. Murli Karthik is a national cricketer in India. He happened to come to Prashant Nilayam, and because his father was a PRO whom I knew very well, and we got talking and we became friends. And I felt awesome. I'm friends with a national cricket team player. And when we're walking anywhere, Aravind, he's calling me and my brand equity is going up because everybody says, oh, this fellow knows him. So using my brand equity, I told him, brother, you know what? Come to the stadium. We have a big cricket ground, right? I'm sure the college guys would love to bowl some balls at you. Or face your bowling. You're an international bowler. So he said, okay. And it was a thrill for them. Everybody came to bowl at him and everybody was trying to face his bowling, and my God, it was such a revelation for them of their own level and his level. But after that, he said, yeah, if you have any questions, you ask. And one guy gets up and says, do you think, what about this politics in the Indian cricket team? He was disappointed. He said, what are you asking me like some news reporter? He was expecting people to ask, brother, when I struggle to play leg spin, how do I play that? I'm an off spinner, I'm not able to get the ball to grip and turn, what stance is better, what exercise should I do? This is what he thought, because he thought you want to become a better cricketer. This is just for gossip. He said, I don't want to answer questions, I'm going. So this is not just with God, I'm telling you with anybody in life, for the heck of asking, if you ask, people won't be interested. So ask only those questions that you feel is going to help me in my sadhana, which is going to, in a spiritual context I'm saying, which is going to get me closer to God. I used to attend awareness classes by Venkatraman sir, GV sir, who inaugurated this center. And in his class, people will ask this. So how did God create the earth? I would feel, how does that help you, man? If you know the answer, does it help you anyway? I want to know how to control my anger, how to control my irritation. I want to know how to become more patient. What sadhana can I do so that I am more patient? So that we can enjoy bhajans more. This is what I want to ask. Because it will help me in my day-to-day life. Now I forgot, what was your question? Is it really important? No. But you ask anyway.
If the Hinduism religion...
Yeah, is it multi or poly? Yeah, actually it doesn't matter. The answer is both are true. Okay. Whether you are in Dvaita or Vishishtadvaita or Advaita. Have you heard these? Yeah. So, the Vishishtadvaitins will say something, the Advaitins will say something, the Dvaitins will say something. All three are right and these three keep fighting. But doesn't matter. Because we have Ramanujacharya who achieved it, we have Adi Shankaracharya who achieved it, we have Madhvacharya. Each one used one path and achieved the highest. Here are fools fighting at the bottom of the hill and fighting which is the correct path. The wise guys took the path, walked it and reached and found out the summit is the same. And they shouted, take any path, man, it reaches. Does this path reach? Yes. This is the path. They are still fighting. Even to this day, they are fighting at the bottom of the hill. Don't worry, it doesn't matter whether, whatever you do. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So all the three are true. That is the thing. Shri Vidya is not getting.
Oh my God, 5.
I think it's on now. Sorry. I had a question about, Swami held 3 sessions, you said, right? What was the most important lesson you got from those 3 sessions? Because I feel like in the 3 sessions he spoke a lot more like...
No, that is the thing. It's not like Swami spoke a lot in the 3 sessions. Swami would make others speak. And like Swami outside, if I were to ask you, if I were to ask somebody who has had 100 darshans, what is the most important lesson you learned? It's not like, or somebody has listened to discourses. You have heard Swami's discourses, they're available. What do you think is the most important lesson? It depends, right? It depends on each individual. So what is most important for me? Yeah, of course you're asking from my perspective. But it's not like in a 3 session Swami would speak. One day Swami came in a 3 session, he sat. And every Sunday, right, every weekend, when Swami is in Vrindavan, the students and staff from Puttaparthi will travel and come to Vrindavan. So some of the best singers of Puttaparthi, whom we are all fans of and would love to listen to, they have traveled and come. Okay. So they are sitting there and Swami sat that day, came and sat and said, oh, we have many singers in the audience today. And we all felt nice. That means this is going to be a lovely musical session. And Swami said, okay, let's have a musical session today. So everyone is happy. And then Swami picked a teacher who has never sung in his life. You sing. And after that, another one. Om Bigo no. They were chanting. It was. And one after another, Swami picked everybody who couldn't sing. And finished. And Swami said, nice singing session. Let's have Aarti and go. This was on 3 session. Beautiful. But that's what. If you go deep, otherwise it's just a fun thing, nice thing. It's nice, fun. And those guys are really thrilled. Imagine when stalwarts are sitting, I'm getting to sing for the Lord. It's a lifetime chance for them. Fantastic. But you can either leave it at that. But many lessons will emerge from this. If we just think, like for me, I'm just thinking, what do you like? Do you like what Swami likes or do you like what you like? I want Mr. X to sing. Do you want Mr. X to sing or do you want whom Swami wants to sing? That's what it is. That is what surrender is, Am I coming here because of... We do that in our bhajan sessions. We all go to the center because there's one good singer singing there. And that center will only do bhajans. Oh, this center, I don't want to come there. That singer is not there. I like to go there and sing. I'll travel additional 20 minutes and go to some other center and sing. This is a common problem I've seen in the world. Why? Because I'm not... What does bhajan do? Connect me to Swami. No. Bhajan connects me to that guy or that girl. Because that is the beauty. I'm actually going for music that means. I'm not going for bhakti. I'm going for music. This is a lesson that I can derive from that 3 session. Because Swami is saying, what is it that you do? Are you doing bhajans because you enjoy the musical talent? You're so excited about singing today because somebody has come from there. Just imagine that today we have a special talk, all of you gather, and they announce somebody else's name instead of mine. And he or she gives the talk and we go back. Will you be happy? Of course not. Will I be happy? Of course not. Because all said and done, despite our love for Swami or whatever, we have come to listen to me talk. I want to give a talk. I don't want to listen to people talking here. I want to give the talk. I have come prepared. Those things Swami breaks. He would do that. He'll pick the least prepared guy and tell him to give a talk. The most boring, drab, horrible talk. And he'll sit listening. That guy also knows that he's imposing himself on the audience. For 10 minutes he'll tell Jai Sai Ram. I finished. 10 more minutes. That guy doesn't know what to talk. He's chanting. Then it happened. That guy is chanting some Veda mantra. To pass time, he says, some finish. Finished? Some more? No, Swami. 5 more. Half an hour made him talk. Then materialized the ring for him. What you came here for? To see me? Do you think, Swami, we came to have your darshan? Swami, if we get your darshan, we are ready for anything. This is what we think. In the beginning, Swami will come walking, he'll take darshan, he'll go off inside. Swami, if only you can stay 5 more minutes. If only 10 more minutes, so nice. We feel like that. And then what Swami started doing? He'll come walking out or he'll come and sit there. And Veda chanting will go on. Ganapata Tarvashirsham over, Purusha Suktam over, Narayana Suktam over, Rudram over, Chamakam over, Namakam over. Swami not getting up only, he's sitting only. Enough Swami. We wanted little more darshan than 10 minutes, but after half an hour I have to go Swami. Coffee, tea is waiting. We will do that. And I have seen Swami is sitting there on the dais, Veda chanting is going on, and the guy gets up, dusts his mat and I'm going. And Swami also like this, he'll bless also. And then I will go. I'm like, what happened, man? What's happening here? He's sitting, the avatar of the age, Kali Yuga Paripurna avatar. And you're going for coffee. And that guy will tell, no, I didn't go for coffee, man. I had my bus to catch. Still, it's Kali Yuga Paripurna avatar here. Kali Yuga Paripurna avatar or bus. Correct? Imagine if you have got a chance to see him today. Will you catch your bus or airbus? Or you'll sit, or simply bus. In Marathi, bus means to sit. We'll simply sit. But when that opportunity was there, it was not. Barely 3 lines would be filled. The interest with which people want to go to Puttaparthi, many times that was not there when Swami was there only. Physically they are giving darshans. Because I have seen only 3 lines being filled. Everybody is getting a chance to touch Swami or talk to Swami. Where is everyone? It's all a construct that we do in the mind. It's all we do. Again, what was the question here?
What's the most important thing?
Yeah, so the importance is in our mind. In a Trai session or a Darshan session or anything, right? It is the importance that we give that we get the importance. That's why Swami would say, God is a positive terminal. Man is a negative terminal. I used to think he's telling that I am positive, you are all negative. Not that way. It's like the 2 electrodes in a battery, positive and negative, north and south. Both are needed for the current to flow, Swami would say. If God's grace is not there, it won't flow. If your effort is not there, it won't flow. So for you to get an enlightenment or a lesson, Swami has to give it, you have to receive it also. If only he gives and we don't receive nothing, hey, it was fun, yeah, Swami made all non-singers sing today. That's what happened in Trai session. People would have written like that also. Yeah, so like this, many amazing things would happen. Expected things, unexpected things. And then you feel, you know what, Swami will keep doing the unexpected. That day he'll come and do the expected thing. He'll get up, give a discourse on importance of Namasmarana, Bhajan, Aarti, and he'll go. So that is how Trai session would be like. You can never predict what will happen. But I'm sure, like every act of his life, like every word that he spoke in his life, every Trai session, I don't think, every message, every lesson, if at all there is no lesson I'm feeling, that's because I didn't get the lesson. That's all. But yeah, thanks for the question, because it took me back to Trai and made me relive. Like before any question, like another thing I remember, one more singer thing only. Again, the singers had come from Parthi and we were like looking forward to one. There's one Ravi Kumar, amazing. He'll sing one Qawwali. Mohabbat ki kami dil mein agar ehsaas hota hai. So Swami said, sing Qawwali. And so Ravi Bhaiya started. Mohabbat ki kami dil mein agar ehsaas hota hai. It basically means, if at all you feel a lack of love in your heart, just look, Swami is there by your side. Which means never feel a lack of love, because God is always by your side. So he sang this whole Qawwali. And Swami said, very nice. Sing one more. Swami, one more Qawwali. Okay. Sai ke darbar. No, not that. The other one. Started one more. As he started, Swami listens to 2 lines. No, not this. That other one. No, others are suggesting. Jyoti jalaenge. Ravi Bhai saying, I don't know Jyoti jalaenge hum yaar. I need the lyrics. Jyoti jalaenge, somebody Jyoti jalaenge. Haan, Jyoti jalaenge hum. Kadu. And it went on 20 minutes. Full that somebody opened a Vandana book behind, scrolling the page, reading out Qawwalis in alphabetical order. He doesn't know the lyrics of all the Qawwalis, but he is trying it out. And then after 15 minutes, Ravi Bhai said, got it, Swami. So can I start? He closed his eyes. Mohabbat ki kami dil mein. The same Qawwali second time. This one. And we had the same Kavali for a second time. Oh no, what is that? We are nice one. We enjoyed, we sang it. This, what you can't, this simple, the common Kavali, yes Swami. This only I wanted. How to tell Swami, we just sang that? No. We just sang so I thought. So like this. Is that a question? I can tell one more story. One more story. So in Trai, like Swami would often praise Arjuna. He'll tell Arjuna, such faith in Krishna. They're taking a stroll in the garden. Krishna tells, look Arjuna, there's an eagle. And Arjuna says, yes Krishna, it's an eagle. No, I think it's a parrot. Yes Krishna, it's a parrot. And Krishna says, you Arjuna, you fool, you're not even looking up. You're simply agreeing to whatever I tell. And Arjuna says, yes Lord, I trust your word more than I trust my eyes. So if you tell it's an eagle, it's an eagle. If you tell it's a crow, it's a crow. So you see, that is the great faith that Arjuna had. And I would think, Swami, that faith I also have. If you tell me something, I'll accept it. What's so great about Arjuna in that? I said, really Swami? It's just that I don't get the opportunity. Arjuna got the opportunity, so he showed. I also have the faith, I don't have opportunity. And yeah, that Trai session got completed. And multiple times Swami would say this. And whenever Swami is giving a discourse, it was my habit to make notes. I'll keep making notes. Except when Swami comes to a story, that to a well-known story. If Swami comes to a story, there was a potter, there was a Rishi who had a cat. I know these stories already because Swami keeps reusing and recycling his stories. So the minute Swami starts the story, I'll put bracket, that sage and cat story. And then I'll look at you. Till you finish the story, I'll look at you. Once you finish, I'll make notes because I know the story. So same would happen with this Krishna-Arjuna story. Swami will tell, once Krishna and Arjuna were going for a walk. Krishna-Arjuna story. Okay. Now I'll look at Swami. You tell Swami. And Swami, only thing he'll change is the birds he'll change. Because I think he's on the board narrating the same story. So once it's a pigeon flying, once it's a crow, once it's a parrot, once it's an eagle. He'll keep varying the birds for variety. You vary, no problem. The message is the same. So this day, Swami said, once Krishna and Arjuna were walking in the garden. I said, okay. Same Krishna Arjuna story. And I sat. Swami said, Krishna told, look Arjuna, there's a lion. Lion? Swami, what? And this happened to be the first Trai session when the new batch has come. The freshers have come in. So in the freshers, there will be many non-devotees. They don't know Swami. And I'm like, Swami, what are you telling Swami? What will they think? How are you telling Swami? How will a horse fly? A lion fly? And Swami says, Arjuna said, yes, Krishna. Then Krishna said, no, I think it's a horse. And Arjuna said, yes. Like, I am feeling very uncomfortable. But I made note. Swami is making lion, horse and all he's telling. Luckily, he completed the story. He went ahead as if nothing had happened. Finished. And then Swami said, see, that is Arjuna's faith. And I thought, Swami, and then it struck me. I used to think, Swami, I got the opportunity here. Not explicitly, but silently. And I didn't believe his story. I didn't believe it. Swami, my faith in you is unconditional as long as you remain to the birds. The minute you go to the animals, I don't believe you. I don't have faith. How can a lion fly? How can a horse fly? I didn't believe it. And in that Trai session, I learned this important lesson. When you hear a story, it's easy to think to have faith. When you go through that, it's not easy. And then I said, Swami, but I have learned my lesson. I am Arjuna. I have that faith. One more chance you give me. Next time you tell that, look, there's a dragon flying, I'll believe that also. One more chance. One chance. And I never got the chance. So I've completed my BSc, I completed MSc for 2 years, then I completed MBA 2 years. Then Swami told me to join Radio Sai. I joined Radio Sai. Then in 2008, I got the opportunity to travel along with Swami to Hadshi. We had been to Hadshi. Beautiful new mandir Swami inaugurated. And those days, Swami used to speak a bit with me. So everyone said, hey, you know what, something we should do so that we can have Swami for ourselves. More time to spend with Swami. So one day we thought, as Swami comes out of his bedroom, we'll set up a big TV screen and tell him, Swami, I've taken some photos, can we see some photos? Nice, of the whole trip so far. A nice idea we had planted. So when Swami came, Swami wanted to show some photos. Oh, okay, come, let's see. So I started scrolling through, I had prepared a PPT, quickly scrolling through each one and showing all the photos to Swami. And then early in the morning I had gone before the sunrise and gone to the opposite side of the sunrise and taken the picture of the sunrise as it happens on the other side of Swami's mandir residence. So Swami's whole residence is silhouetted black in color. The sun has not yet risen, the whole sky is orange. And it's a beautiful photo. You can see the domes and the minaret and everything of Swami's mandir residence. So that photo came. Swami's house, how beautiful it is. Yeah. At night it looks very nice. Swami, this is in the day, Swami, early morning. Day? I think it is night. No, Swami, it is day. But day means sun should be there, no? Swami, that orange, sunrise has not yet happened. Moon is white, Swami, this is orange, so it is sun. But that, see, my house is so dark. Swami, I didn't expose for your house, I exposed it for the sky. So, that I can't tell him, I don't know. Swami, where you'll understand exposure? Swami, I only clicked this photo, it is morning, Swami. Oh, okay, you clicked, yes, Swami. This. Okay, if you say so. Yes, Swami, it is morning. Okay. Then we went to next photo, finished. Very nice, Swami said and left. And after he left, somebody said, hey, what are you telling me? Fine, no, if Swami tells it is fine. And then it hit me. Oh God. Chand aur suraj tumne banai. I'm singing that. I'm singing the bhajan saying, you made the sun and the moon. But I'm telling, no, Swami, I'm telling you, I clicked. So, you see, it's not easy to have faith like that. Emotional faith, for some time it's easy. Yeah, now I have faith. Right now I'm having great faith. That awareness that Swami is God. That awareness is necessary, then only you can have faith. Awareness that He is God, awareness that He is God. But that awareness has to be constant. Not just for birds. It should work for animals. And not only should it be constant, it should be integrated also. Swami, now for Krishna Arjuna story it's done. That's why Swami would say you need to have constant integrated awareness. The good CIA this is. Constant integrated awareness. So all of these things happened in Tri sessions and personal sessions over the years. The first Tri session was 1998 or 2000 maybe. This Harshi was 2008 maybe. Over 8 years. So when we are alert and wanting to learn, so many things happen. And Swami is not in a hurry. Take your time, learn it, but learn it thoroughly. So yeah, many such beautiful incidents and learnings.
Sorry everyone, I just wanted to inform you that this is unfortunately our last question of the evening. So yeah, our last question is coming from Uncle Susha.
I hope I can put it correctly. Let's assume we are all doing the right things and hopefully merge with Swami. But I have a feeling, like my analysis is leading me to think that that's not the end. There is the process of unmerging, because Swami said, I separated myself from myself to love myself. That means we were already merged, and then we got unmerged. So
correct. That is the cycle that goes on and on.
With that information, what motivates you to continue rolling that ball, to keep on circulating?
There was one story that we read called The Man Who Stopped the Earth. The earth keeps going around the sun, around itself, same thing again and again and again. What motivates the earth to go around like that? Because if it stops, and that whole story, that fictional writing is about a person called Fotheringay who stops the earth. How everything goes crazy. Everything goes crazy. Pell-mell, crazy. Cows are flying there, this is happening. Whole world is crazy. And he restarts the earth so that it's back in order. So this monotonous routine of going around the sun in 365 days and going around itself every 24 hours, very important to keep peace and harmony. The same answer for us also. If I don't become aware of this process and keep striving in this, I won't have peace in life. This is the spiritual understanding, yes. But that is how it is. Anything that is moving, a wheel is moving, pointlessly when you just put your hand, it will cut your hand. A fan is turning, put your hand, it will cut your hand. So you just go. Because, yeah, correct. I separated myself to love myself. It spans over yugas and yugas. Because once we come, we through so many. But that cycle has to go on. The water drop. What is the use of evaporating myself? Because I'll go up, I'll become the cloud, I'll shower on some mountain, I'll be part of a river, I'll flow and come back here only. But in the process, the whole drama of life happens. This whole creation is sustained by that. Once you know the truth, it won't matter to you whether you're going, because now you're out of it, you're just witnessing it. Do you worry about the pointlessness of the water cycle? No. It is pointless only. It goes up, comes, goes up, comes. No, it's happening. No, it doesn't bother you. Same way when we are truly set in this, it won't bother us again. Whether I evolve and merge and again I'll separate. Right now what I want peace and happiness. And by doing this I can get peace and happiness. Because all other ways I have not got peace and happiness. Through accumulating wealth it has not got. Through traveling, I came to Canada thinking I'll be happy, I'm not happy. I'll go back to India, again I'm not happy. But you know what? Once I get into the spiritual pursuit and identify that one divinity in all, whether I'm in Canada or India, I'm happy. That's all it is. And theoretically it's nice to think that way, but when there is no individual I, what do you mean I? What is it pointless for me? At that level there is no I, there is no them, there is no there, it's just one. So even that I am viewing with that body ego only. So I feel the short answer is we are in the cycle so that we can be in peace and harmony. That's all. You go against it, it's like going against the flow of a river, a wooden log that is floating, it will keep hitting and striking and hitting and striking. Best is to just flow with the river. It doesn't affect the flow of the river, it doesn't affect anything, but it affects the log itself. So, as logs we get affected, so we just flow. Thank you. I'm grateful to Swami for this opportunity. Jai Sai Ram.
Shanti, Shanti.